I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Until I just feel in nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego clock. Window shopping, gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. From 29. Here's 2nd down and 7. 19 tight. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Tyrese Nice. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's hard! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a huge play for Detroit. 32 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Come on. Set.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work, right? The defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Let's go. Let's go.
On third down, they go with Gibbs.
Now we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 by 6. Ready.
Now Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 8. Let's go.
On the zone read, this is Milrow. Into space. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jalen Milrow. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Right, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Get it. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the jump.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle is good. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. Deep to return, Kadarius Toney. Taken in at the 8. Oh, we think he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 6.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 6.
Ready?
Now Milroe. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Aleem McNeil gets us for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
They're on 35-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st down, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit. That is 1st touchdown this year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-7 is the score. Greg and I back to the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard. Milroe gonna hold on to this one. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 8.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Williams in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Lions 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
2nd and inches.
18, Pioneer. Come on.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Yeah, he didn't get it by a whole lot, but that's a really nice job up front, giving him just enough of a crease that he can push his way forward and pick up the first down.
Let's go.
On the toss, they'll run, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Detroit.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
First and 10.
Let's go now.
They hand it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70 Lions.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down.
Ready? Crackle 80. Packer 60. Packer 60. Ready?
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a third and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
Come on. Hit. Packer 60. Packer 60.
He'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And you know we don't give a fuck like a birthday to find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need. You need to feel.
Ready?
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Milrow. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this.
Take a risk and take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and them teammates for the get back. This
Ready.
televised. I fell through with the
They run with Walker. Room to run at the 35. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
That's good.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Let's go.
Once again, it's Walker. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Milrow. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
Ready up.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mixing run, mixing pass. Results in the touchdown pass. Really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play action, it's Milroe. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action now with Milroe. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop. And that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
2nd and 10.
Get it. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
3rd down and 3.
Hey. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Milroe going to throw it again. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Ready.
Again, it's Milroe. Complete to the forward Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this This takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60.
They'll run here with Walker. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To the air, it's Milrow. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, Scott. Warriors 70.
Throwing is Milrow. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Jake Moody on for the field goal.
Moody's kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Let's go now.
A run here with Gibbs. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now Tony to return it, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
68.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll try and run it with Walker. Oh, the ball's out. The Lions have got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Down inside the 10. And he will score! Touchdown, Lions. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. Wow, they are hit now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Milrow now off the bootleg. A throw on the move is caught.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
Now it's Milrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
70 Rangers.
On 2nd down, Milrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
So we are
line.
through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
On the double.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Ready, try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 9 Panther 60, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
Milrow. Got him in. Downfield, it's Tony. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 32 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set, steady.
Here's Milrow to throw. That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To throw again is Milrow. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
We've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 6, go!
Handoff, Gibbs running left. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. Oh, yeah. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Bronco switch.
Now Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Got it. Ready? 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go. Ready?
Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
A gain of 22 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and goal, Detroit.
Ready? Let go.
Here's Gibbs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
One more time. They try Gibbs. Stop at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That one, taken in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making...
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19, Warrior 70. Go.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. It is 2nd and 6.
29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Ready, break. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
From the gun, it's Milroe. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, on 2nd and long.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
They'll drop to throw. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal
and he will get into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be taken in at the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey! 60 Bison! 60 Bison!
They'll run here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Here comes 2nd down. He'll run. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Really nice job at his running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the 1st down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down. The Lions call their first timeout. Just 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. He gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Detroit.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. We can see the results.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks.